Welcome to your Tarot Energies forecast for the week of July 23rd through August 1st, 2021. And as always, trust what comes through, what clicks with you and triggers your intuition. Trust that. And as well, notice anything that you might want to push away, because that's also a kind of a message as well. All right, so I'm using a 3-card spread, with the first card being the overview, the second card being the challenge we will face this week, and the third card being the solution and how to move forward, okay, how best to approach things. I'm also, today, I've chosen an oracle card just as an added sort of perspective to blend in with the reading. So we'll see what that is when we get there. The first card in the first position of the overview of the general theme for this week is the Seven of Pentacles, okay? And if you look at the picture, you can see he's sort of thinking, reflecting, he's contemplating. There are 7 pentacles around him representing his harvest, the work he's put in and the effort he's put into something so far. And he's deciding what to do, whether he should keep nurturing this along and allowing it to expand and grow more, or whether, it's going to be enough to sustain him for the winter, whether he should continue in this direction, or maybe there's another direction that he needs to continue in. So it's kind of assessing and evaluating, a time to assess and evaluate something that you've been working towards, something that you've been aiming for, some kind of goal or project in your life. It could be even a relationship as well. So anything tangible that you've been working towards, some kind of a goal, something that you've been involved with already, planted seeds and you've nurtured it along. All right, and it's a time to evaluate and see what your return on investment is, whether it's worthwhile for you to persist in this same direction, or whether it's time to cut your losses. Okay. By the way, I'm using the Robin Wood Tarot deck, which is one of my favorite decks. I have several favorite decks. This is one of them. The second card I'm using in the challenge position, this is the area that can challenge us this week, and that's the Strength card. And when I look at this picture, what really jumps out the most at me right now is the lion. And to me, it's saying the challenge is going to be to stay courageous, to stay on track, to have the courage to follow through and stay with what we have intended. There might be a bit of jitteriness or fear or doubt coming up, but we need to stay with that. You see the woman who's gracefully and gently sort of controlling it. I don't know if that's quite the right word, but soothing maybe is better, soothing the lion and keeping him calm. Okay, so she could be representative of our higher self, or however you want to think of higher intelligence operating through you. Divine feminine energy. So that has nothing to do with gender, by the way. That's it's just more of a yin and yang kind of thing. So that gentle, graceful strength is going to be needed this coming week in order to continue moving forward. And you see she's got a gentle smile. So when you're going about your business, the challenge is going to be to stay calm, but also that contented sort of happiness she has, that ease as you go about your daily affairs, maintaining that ease. The more you can do that, the more you can face this challenge, because some days are, as you know, every day is different. Some days it's easier than others. There are different energies. Every day has different energies influencing us. And some days it might be more challenging to maintain this composure. Okay, so just being forewarned is forearmed. And then the solution moving forward is the Ten of Cups. And that's about emotional fulfillment, feeling very content and emotionally fulfilled, satisfied. Now, in the position of the solution, what this is saying to me is, regardless of, as in the picture, whether you have a family or not, this man and woman and 2 children, regardless if that's your situation or not, it's still saying that everything is included, and everything is included. It's home, it's contentment. So finding that contentment in the simple joys of life, the simple pleasures of life, even if you live alone, whatever it is that you connect with, that allow you to feel that simple joy, whether it's making a certain meal for yourself during the day, you take a walk maybe, or whatever you do, finding that simple joy. So that's the solution. The solution is basically comes down to gratitude. And if you're able to tap into that gratitude and find the simple pleasures, that will allow you to move forward and deal with any of the challenges. Not only that, but to rise above them, so that more creative, nurturing energy can flow through you into your life, as well as protective energy, because you're rising above the lower, coarser energies. You're rising above that. You still have to deal with things. I'm not talking about not facing things or dealing with things or rolling up your sleeves or saying what you need to say, calling a spade sometimes. You have to do that. I'm saying that tap into that emotional contentment in the simple pleasures of life. And if you are with a family, look for the things that make you happy about your family. So many people find fault with their family and really look at the negative of it, and have their most, of course, the closest emotional bond is with family members. So of course that's where most of the negativity will arise, except for driving around, right, on the road. That's just a joke, obviously, but kind of true, sadly. Anyhow, we sometimes it's been said, well said by several people I've heard, wise people. One of them was a teacher I really appreciate. His name is Emmet Fox. Anyhow, he said that people often are kinder and more polite and nicer to strangers than they are to members of their own family. So that's just a message coming through here. And other than that, it's a very positive reading. Overall it's saying, keep going, find that inner strength, and you'll have some moments of simple joy throughout the week, that you'll just feel that simple joy, that true joy that comes through from within. Now I also chose an oracle card. It's from a Ciro Marchetti deck called Oracle Visions, and I love this because there are really no meanings to the cards, except I haven't looked at the book. I think he has a few sketches of the meanings, but the artwork is beautiful, and I'm just going to see what I see in this card to connect and just give another perspective to our reading so far. And again, looking at the picture, there's a woman who's showing that again, that sort of more of a divine, not that there's anything wrong with divine masculine either. It's, anyway, okay, here, divine feminine energy, which implies a gentle approach. She's got a tree. You see the tree on her back, including you can see the roots. So that's implying a lot of different things. That's a wonderful symbol. To me, the tree is saying the whole symbol of life, whether it's the tree that Odin from Norse myth or Scandinavian myth, with the runes, etc., is hanging upside down on, or whether it's the tree of life from Kabbalah, if you know about that. But the tree, the roots, like the root chakra, all the way up to the crown chakra, the branches, the seed has the sort of the DNA of the tree as a blueprint within it when it's planted and nurtured in the ground of the earth, growing roots then, and it grows into the tree with all the different branches, which are really, it's showing the unity. It's really, life is one. It's a tree, but there are so many different leaves and branches on the tree that seem like they might be separate, but they're actually all part of that one tree that came from that one seed. So that's another sort of clue here. It's saying that this is a magic. This is a time of magic, is basically what it's saying. And it comes back to the Seven of Pentacles in the tarot cards, okay, from the original part of our reading. It's showing the growth of a tree, and as well the two eggs. Okay, the two eggs, that's something that's growing, that needs to be nurtured. And not only nurtured, it needs to be nurtured in a balanced way, because first of all there are two of them, so two is a number that in itself already implies being balanced or balance. And she's balancing them very carefully on her arm while doing sort of a pose that it's connecting her hands. It's making a sort of a circle or closing the circuit, but it's a sort of a yoga. It just looks to me kind of like a yoga. It's saying, and by yoga, yoga means uniting with God, uniting with the source of all life, the source consciousness with a capital C, let's just call it that, presence, that which the human mind cannot quantify because it's unlimited. And so it's saying, like, doing that yoga, whatever yoga works for you. So it's a time of magic, because that's what magic is. It's real magic. It's doing a yoga. It's harmonizing with higher forces. Okay? And then it's got all the nature around her, and the beautiful lighting, again signifying the divine, with the bird, with that, which is back to the simple beauty that I was discussing with the Ten of Cups. And then more magic here with, there's a unicorn. Okay, unicorns are magical creatures, and so it's about connecting with the magic this week and creating magic. You have the ability to manifest, and again, connecting with the Strength card here, you see the little waterfall beneath the unicorn, and that's, you know, going with the flow, being flowing. Again, back to that divine feminine idea. So this looks like an amazing week ahead. Hang in there with whatever's going on, and, you know, assess everything, reevaluate, reflect, and stay true to yourself. Stay true to your values, the Strength card. Stay true to your courage. If doubt and fear come up, use whatever tools you have to process that doubt and fear, to release yourself from identifying with it, so much at least anyways. And the Ten of Cups, find that gratitude, the simple pleasures and joys with the people in your life, okay? And that will be part of your experience. And again, back to the overall sort of theme blending in from the Oracle card, this is the real magic. This is what will create more of what you want and less of what you don't want, which is what we all want. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that reading. If you would like to learn more, you can find out on my website more about me, more about my readings. I'm also coming up with a free tarot course. I'm working on it right now as we speak, as I speak. And it will be available soon for subscribers to my newsletter. It's just a very basic sort of crash course on tarot, nothing overly complicated or anything, just a quick get you up and running with it. And that's about it, I guess. There's probably more, but I'll stop here. And thank you so much for joining me. Please remember to like this video, share it, or subscribe, that type of thing. And I will see you again soon. Thank you very much.